Hey guys, alright, another video, let's do it. Fuck yeah. I've been snacking on some shit and I got the crumbs. Dude, I'm getting cabin fever over here, but that's alright. It happens. Anyhow, so, well, first of all, this video is for entertainment and education purposes only. Any and everything I say could be wrong. So, do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Dude, I mean, whatever. So, yeah, man, I've been binge watching fucking, because I'm so bored, dude. Dude, there is nothing to do out here, man. It's terrible. It's like being in prison. And, I don't really know anyone out here, which I like that. I like that. Like, I know, let's see, right now, how many people are there out here that they know me enough to where I could say they know me? Is maybe, right now, fuck. I mean, this town is a fucking ghost town. I think there's a population of 1,000 people here. Now, acquaintances here right now, I probably have maybe 20 acquaintances. But as far as like someone who I would say knows me pretty well, knows me fairly well, like one, maybe two people. I can't think of the second person though. So I don't really, I don't really have anybody that outside of a couple people right now, that I could say that know me, know me fairly well. But like, I've got a lot of acquaintances that, I guess they kind of know me a little bit, right? But that's okay, whatever. Yeah. And I do these little social activities. I set aside probably I set aside 2, maybe 3 hours a week where I'm social. Where I do social shit. But a lot of those people don't know me either. They don't really know me. They're just mostly acquaintances. I mean, we're getting to know each other. But anyways, yeah. And then I would assume, people on this channel don't know me, except for maybe a couple. Kind of know me. You're getting to know me, but whatever. But yeah. So anyhow, I just use this channel as like a soundboard to just kind of spew my thoughts. It's kind of creepy. It's like vlogging. I'm just vlogging, That's what this is, a vlog. And anyways, it's totally dead out here, Which is, it has its positives and negatives. It has its ups and downs. I don't like I don't like living in cities with masses of people because, for kind of obvious reasons, Because people are fucking insane, I have enough trouble dealing with my own insanity than to be surrounded by masses of people that are all crazier than I am. They're deluded deluded versions of myself, you know. Not interested. So I kind of like the solitude of living in a ghost town. But then, you know, these people, they don't really know me, you know. But, yeah. Anyhow, so I've been binge watching murder investigations for probably the last 3.5 hours. And let me go in. Let me light my cigarette first, and then we'll go into that. So, yeah. So I've been. Sometimes I do this. You know, it's weird how the lighting changes. Fucking whatever. Yeah, sometimes I do that. I get so bored and there's nothing to do. You know, it's like a video hosting platforms suck now. And the only one, you know, I try to use BitChute, but BitChute just sucks so fucking bad that it forces me back onto YouTube. And even though YouTube, it also sucks. But, I mean, so if I really want to kill some time, I'll watch, I'll watch these murder investigations. EWU or something has some pretty crazy murder investigations. But the shit's tripping me out. Like this last murder investigation I'm watching, you know, is this crazy fucker. And he was doing, you know, YouTube videos where he was vlogging himself and shit. And I'm like, thinking about my videos, I'm like, oh my god, like, people must think I'm some fucking psycho serial killer or some shit, you know? Like, I'm gonna be the next guy that they have on the fucking Ewu. But, I know, I don't. That's just being silly. I mean, I get it could happen to any of us, you know? Any of us, I suppose, could just snap like that. It makes you wonder, like, what are they thinking? Are they, you know? So, I don't know. But, and then I was imagining, like, my acquaintances here in this town, like, if they were watching my channel, they probably think I'm totally insane, you know? But, yeah. Well, I am insane. But then, like, there's people that know me. People that know me, you know, they would just, if they saw my videos, they would just be like, yep, that's the fucking angry hobo, you know, that's him, you know. Like I bring up a lot, I use YouTube, my YouTube channel as a creative outlet, you know. It's just what I've been using as a creative outlet for the last 8 years. And before that, I would mostly just played in bands as a creative outlet. I can't really, I don't really have that. I could, you know, I don't think I could do that again. Not bands though, just only writing music. But then I would have to invest in it. I'd have to get like a 4-track recorder and, you know, a few things. But then I would end up having to get some kind of drum kit, which I could eventually do. So I might end up doing that. But yeah, like this is just a creative outlet for me, doing these videos. But I know some people probably watch my videos and are like, dude, this guy's gonna be the next serial killer featured on a fucking one of these crazy YouTube channels that that covers murder investigations and shit. No, that ain't gonna happen. This is why I smoke cigarettes. For now. I want to quit smoking. I mean, part of me wants to quit smoking. But I do use cigarettes to kind of keep me from going, completely insane, like just going completely off the deep end. But yeah, I've been binge watching these murder investigations, and these people are so crazy. I don't even know what the word is, to describe them. Evil, I guess, evil. I saw this one where this fucking chick, she smoked Flocka. She was smoking Flocka and mixing it with her weed, and she was like 35 years old and living with her mom, and she just totally flipped out and just, for no reason, just killed her mom. It's a really sad story because the mom was like a really nice person, and this woman, I mean, this girl, she's like 35. She killed her mom, cut her eyeballs out and shit, and shoved a set of keys up her vagina. I mean, like, this is like, I can't, and I'm binge watching this shit. Not good. I need to find something to do with my time. Yeah. It's not easy though out here. So my goal is to make enough money to where I could just kind of go and fuck off for like a month or two, just go on a road trip and fuck off. But all my money went into this trailer. And my time. This trailer took a long time to make livable, to where I could live in it. Anyways, and it took most of my money. So, and like I was saying in an earlier video, there's no work out here. I can't make any money out here. So, and whatever. So, it is what it is. It's kind of like being in prison, I guess. I've never been to prison, so I don't know. But, yeah, so I go crazy. I talk about all this, cringy, crazy shit on my vlog. Yeah. So a person could easily take my videos and use them against me and be like, look, this guy's crazy. I don't know though if they would be able to achieve it. First of all, I have like 675 videos right now or something, some ridiculous amount of videos. I guess a person could make a case using my channel that I'm crazy, but who isn't crazy? That's what, I mean, who isn't crazy, I'm just not well adjusted to a maladjusted society. That's all it is. And I don't hide that I'm not. I don't try to hide that I'm not adjusting well to this maladjusted society. I don't try to hide that. So I just try to be my true self as much as I can on my videos, and let people decide, I mean, look at everybody says that Trump is crazy, and I put out more videos than Trump does, man. Everybody said that Biden was crazy when Biden was in office. Like, All I see is a bunch of crazy people everywhere. And that's okay. I don't mind it. But, whatever, right? Whatever. So I just do this vlog shit. I don't know. I don't even know if it's entertaining. You know, I like to watch channels that are like my channel, but there aren't many that I know of. Gypsy Fox. And Gypsy Fox can sound crazy, but I don't care. I'm, you know, he's just vlogging his thoughts, whatever. I don't know. You know, he seems alright to me, man. And Jim Rizzoli, I like to watch Jim Rizzoli on BitChute. And because Jim Rizzoli just kind of turns the camera on and talks, you know. I mean, Jim Rizzoli could be accused of being crazy because he's always talking about how the Holocaust was a big hoax. And some people might say that that's crazy. Whereas other people would say that's not crazy, that's true. The Holocaust was a hoax, you know. It is a hoax. You know? The doctor called me crazy. Some says I am, some says I ain't. You know? The doctor called me crazy. Some says I am, some says I ain't. The preacher man called me a sinner, but his little girl called me a saint. Right? Yeah, no. My friends are all as crazy as I am, you know. But most of them aren't here right now. So sometimes I'll call them on the phone and talk to them, and we'll talk about all this crazy shit, you know. But I'm just not. I just have a hard time pretending, you know. You know, society is this big facade where everybody pretends and they wear their masks, you know. They wear all these masks and pretend. And I'm not really into pretending. And so I use YouTube to just kind of not pretend, where I'm just like, I'll just speak my mind and verbalize my crazy thoughts. Fuck it, I don't care, you know. I'm tired of pretending. I don't, you know, and that's what, when I go out into society, I have to put on my mask, and I don't get to talk about crazy shit like witches and, you know, and talk and make fun of all these crazy people that are, you know, screaming about Jewish space lasers and interdimensional beings. I love talking about Jewish space lasers and interdimensional beings because I think it's super funny, dude. And I like being challenged by these crazy people and all their crazy ideas about flat Earth, you know. But I really, it's like an endless crossword puzzle. Like, I'll be on BitChute and I'll be seeing all of these crazy people like screaming about Jewish space lasers all over on BitChute. And so after a while, I just have to respond. And so I'll do a video responding. I'll be like, dude, you keep talking about all these fucking Jewish space lasers. So, okay, look, if there were all these Jewish space lasers all over the fucking place, right? If this were really true, well then you would, you know, be just another one of the you-know-who's with a big kazoo, you know? So fuck you, you know? But anyways, yeah, so whatever, man. I really need to, well, right now I just need to fawn or freeze. I just need to accept where I'm at right here, right now. And soon enough, you know, some opportunities will open up and then I can get busy doing something productive. In the meantime, I just use my YouTube channel as a creative outlet, and I create these wacky videos. And they do resemble these wackos, these wacko fucking murder investigations. You know, it's kind of weird, dude. I'm like, whoa. thinking maybe I should stop doing videos before I end up like one of these crazy people that they do murder investigation documentaries about. But dude, I know that ain't gonna happen. God willing, that will not happen. You know, I don't think God hates me that much. I don't even think God hates me. I think God is probably often displeased with me, and I do what I can. I'm just a fallible person. Any good virtues I have are not of my own. All the glory goes to whatever that thing is that everybody calls God, dude. I'm just another bozo on the bus, picking my nose and shit, drooling in my coffee, all this other, all these other, you know. I'm just a fallible person. But I like to see other people do videos, you know, because then I don't feel so alone. Like I'm not the only person that, you know. It's a form of validation. Every once in a while, we all need validation. Every once in a while, sometimes that's unfortunate. But anyway, yeah, whatever. So my next social event coming up, scheduled social event, will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'll go and hang out with these strange people for like an hour. And I get tired of talking though. So I think I'm not, when I go on my little social excursions, I need to start refraining from talking. Because the people don't know me. And so a lot of those people, they don't really know me. There's like some newer people coming around. They don't really understand the code that I live by, you know. And they don't really seem to appreciate the value of living by a code like I do. So I kind of sometimes wonder, why are you even here? You know, what are you doing here? Why are you here? But I guess it's none of my business. So, but yeah. But then there's other people, I know exactly why they're there. We have a very similar purpose in being, similar code. Other people, it's like, I don't even know what the fuck they're even doing or saying. But I go because you got to be social. I need human interaction and all this. No matter how much I may not want to interact with humans, I need to. And if I value my solitude, then I need to balance out my solitude with social interaction so that I don't end up isolating. And so if I really value my solitude, then I have to push myself to go out into the world and interact with people that may end up being sheeple, or they may end up being, you know, genuine people. I don't know. I don't really care for the most part. I just need to keep myself as balanced as I can so that I can get back to my solitude. You know, I can't have solitude without balancing it out. Otherwise, I'll end up isolating. And that's I can't have that. I refuse to have that. because I value my solitude. If that makes any sense. So yeah, so I'm scheduled to go socialize tomorrow at 6. But then random stuff will come up, like was it yesterday? A friendly acquaintance of mine, just like out of the blue, said, "Hey, let's go. I'm going to do this. You want to go with me?" And I was like, "Well, I ain't doing fucking nothing, so why not? I'll go." We went out and just did some meaningless shit, and then stopped and got some snacks and some goodies and shit, and it took like maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then just bullshitted, gossip and bullshit. And then that was the highlight of my day. Today, the highlight of my day was going to the dump. I loaded up a week's worth of garbage, took it to the dump, and stopped off at the market, grabbed some breakfast. I ate a healthy breakfast, and I just kind of nibbled and snacked a little bit throughout the day. But then I'm in here isolating, so much that I had to force myself to go back out to the Dollar General and buy some stupid shit that I don't even need. I got a couple of outdoor pillows for my outdoor chairs. They were $5 each, so $10. I got a bag of sugar because I have all these grapefruits. I've got like 30 grapefruits I need to try to eat before they spoil. And I won't eat them without sugar. So I got some sugar. And then I got some chewing gum. Because you always have to have chewing gum. That's like a everyday carry. Chewing gum is an everyday carry essential. Chewing gum is. Especially if you have MacGyver skills like I do. You know what kind of crazy shit you could do with chewing gum? Watch MacGyver. And that was the highlight of my day. That was it. Well, then I went and I grabbed a cup of evening coffee. I got it around like 4 o'clock this evening. Coffee. I just barely finished it. And it's like fucking, I don't know what time it is, 8:30 or some shit. What time is it? Oh shit, it's 9:22. And that's the most I could do. And after that, came back in here. It's fucking hot outside. I refuse to go out and suffer in the heat. So I just sat in here and smoked cigarettes and watched fucking murder investigation videos on YouTube for like 3 hours or something. Until I was so disturbed that I'm like, I just decided, no, I can't watch any more of this shit. It's creeping me out too much. I'm starting to see my shadow emerge out of these murder investigation videos. Maybe I'll do a video and do a confessional video and confess my sins. You ever seen a gollywog? To those of you, this is my gollywog. Isn't he fucking cool, dude? Gollywog, he is so awesome. He's like the star of the show. You see how he just steals the show? Hey, what's up, guys? Woohoo! The motherfucker steals the show every time. It's my gollywog. My racist gollywog, I guess. I don't know. So I don't know what'll happen. Maybe something will come up tomorrow. Somebody will bug me and ask me if I want to go to Wally World with them or something, and I'm not doing nothing, so I'll be like, I guess, why not? We'll hang out and bullshit and gossip about people. And then that'll be the highlight of my day. But no, I am scheduled for a social meeting tomorrow. And that I plan on going. So in the meantime, there is some stuff I could do to occupy, but I don't know. I'm just lost motivation. You know, like there's some stuff, like you see this, I need to paint. I need to see that white spot right here. I need to paint that. I have some touch up painting I need to do. I have the paint for it. And I could go buy some more paint and paint these cabinets up above my head right here. I would like to do that, but see, I'm so low on money. You know, I can't be fucking around. And these cigarettes are so expensive, dude. I cannot believe how expensive shit is, you know. I don't even think about it anymore. I don't even care. And that's another thing, I've been smoking more because there's nothing to do. I mean, it's unbelievable how much I've been smoking. It's not good. Not good. Not, is it, gollywog? My gollywog is entertaining you. Excuse me. And yeah, no, cigarettes are just kicking my ass. They're expensive as all fucking hell. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Oh, I'll do a product review here. I decided to buy some of this tobacco. See this big ass fucking thing of tobacco? Gambler. I bought this because I thought this would be the solution. Dude, this stuff tastes like fucking ass, bro. I got a whole bag of it. I probably won't even smoke it. You know what I'll end up doing? Maybe if I see some homeless guy that smokes cigarettes, I'll just give it to him. I just can't smoke that shit, dude. I can't. I've already spoiled myself with American spirits. There ain't no going back now. I tried to smoke like 3 or 4 of those, and I just can't do it. They don't even have a punch. You know, like I like to smoke a cigarette that has a little bit of a kick to it, you know? Like that shit's like breathing oxygen. There is no kick to that tobacco at all. Nothing. It's like, dude, what the fuck good is that shit? It's like $17 for this. This is like $17. This can of tobacco, which it looks like it's a lot less, right? I think it is less. And this can is like fucking 70. I think with one pack of Bugler rolling papers, this comes to like $70 for this fucking can of tobacco, dude. Unfucking real. So I give up on trying to, shop frugal, shop thrifty and stuff. You just can't. You can't shop thrifty. Everything is, they're ass raping you on every grocery that imaginable. Anyways, so when I go to these little social things, I go like 3 times a week, right? For like an hour. And I imagine these people, the majority of them don't know me. I imagine them watching my videos, and they're just thinking, well, this guy's a total fucking psycho, which is funny to me. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm a psycho, motherfucker. Watch your back. Look out. Don't you go messing with the farmer boy. I'm harmless, dude. I'm harmless. That's my problem. You see? Don't you see? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see? What that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Anyways, yeah, no, and I totally freak these guys out, you know, when I go and socialize with them because I'm super awkward. I'll be real awkward just to watch them get uncomfortable. I like to get socially awkward with strangers just to watch them squirm, watch them get confused. One of my many social experiments. I used to like to have a long beard and long hair as a social experiment, just to like see how people react, all their different reactions. But I'm starting to get too old to grow a beard and stuff, you know. When you're younger, having a long beard and long hair looks cool. As you get older though, it just makes you look old. You know? I started realizing, dude, this doesn't even look cool anymore. I just look like an old bum. So I tried to change it up. I used to go through phases with my hair though all the time. I'd grow my hair long, keep it long for about 7 years, and then I'd just cut it all off. But I would buzz it real short. And then I did that recently, like 9 months ago, I think. I just said, fuck it. I'm done with all this shit. I'm tired. You know, the burden of it. The burden of a beard and long hair. The biggest burden with having like a long beard and long hair is that it's not socially acceptable. Which I think is stupid, which is why I would always have a long beard and long hair, is because I think it's stupid that it's socially unacceptable to have a long beard and long hair. That's a dumb, isn't that just, I mean, to me, it's stupid. But it is social, but it's totally socially acceptable for women to wear these fucking skin tight spandex that are so fucking tight, their fucking camel toe is like bulging. You know, you can just see their fucking camel toe. It's like they're naked and they just painted a pair of pants onto their legs, you know. You might as well just walk around naked. That's totally acceptable. But for me to have a long beard and long hair, everybody's like looking at you like you're Charles Manson and shit. Whoa, who's this guy? I don't know. Stay away from him. Yeah, that's right. That's my point. Stay the fuck away. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Yeah, these fucking cigarettes, dude. It's so expensive. And like I said, I'm smoking like almost a pack and a half. I need to get to work. I need to find a job. I have a gig coming up soon that's going to pay good. And it's going to be about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 days. But it'll pay good, which is good. Then I got a couple other gigs coming up, which thank goodness. I have like a 6-week gig where I'm going to be working 7 days a week. That'll be good. I'll keep you updated on that. You'll see my demeanor change once I start working. You know, I would rather work than to be sitting around dying of boredom. That's the worst way to go. Death by boredom is the worst way to go. So soon enough, I'll be back to work. I got this gig coming up. It's gonna pay good. 3-4 day gig. Then shortly after that, I'll be fucking on and cracking for like 6 weeks, 7 days a week for 6 weeks. And then after that, then I got some big shit coming up. I got some big shit, big changes. Well, allegedly. I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket because I don't know. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be banking on that. But you know, it's looking pretty good. Where I got some big changes coming up, and once those, if that happens, which it's looking like it's gonna, there's a really good chance I'm gonna not be doing videos. Okay, so this is your chance to chime in. If you really want me to do videos, this big change that's possibly coming will be in probably like 2 months or maybe 3 months, 2.5 months. And if this big change does pan out, I may end up not doing videos, because that'll be part of the whole change. Like, big changes coming, and a large component of that big change could very well be that I don't do videos anymore. And the reason is because I have this whole new creative outlet, as it were, that is a whole new fucking thing that is just gonna consume my fascination and kind of become my new obsession. And if that takes place, there's a good chance I won't be doing videos. So this is your I'm not warning, I'm putting it out there. So if anybody has any opposition to that, where they're like, no dude, I think you should keep doing videos because, you know, your videos are kind of cool or whatever, or your videos are you know, entertaining, or I like to laugh at all the cringe that you put out. Whatever it is, let me know at some point. You got a couple months. But if I'm not really getting any input, like where it's like people are like, yeah dude, keep doing videos because I'm watching. If I don't really hear anything like that, well then that'll just kind of, you know, that'll be part of the you know, the procession, I guess, or whatever. That'll just be kind of one more reason to, you know, not really do videos. If I do videos, I'm going to be I'm not going to be sharing like, I'm not going to be talking about the big change at all. I might give little hints here and there, but I'm not going to be talking about it. This is going to be something that I'm going to be very discreet, and I won't really be telling anybody about it. It's going to be like top secret, except for my friends. Like friends, I will be telling, and I'll be giving them regular updates on it. You know? Yes, those within my sphere, I'm going to be giving them like regular updates often on it. It's a really crazy thing, though. I'll say that it's crazy. And it'll be very good for me. Get me out of this fucking pod, this hibernation pod I've been imprisoned in. You know, big change, and I really look forward to it if it is going to happen. So, but again, I'm not like, I'm keeping on my toes. I'm not, no expectations. We'll just see. Anyways, so yeah, there's all this and that, and I got like the little irons in the fire. I do have a couple projects here but I just can't do anything because it's too fucking hot. I don't have the money. So they're kind of on a temporary hiatus. But then because of this potential change coming up, now I have these new logistics I need to work out, and I might have to put some things on hold because this is a much bigger thing, etc., etc. I don't know. I'm just going to have to play it by ear and all this and that. Yeah. But that'll be that, whatever it is. In the meantime, yep, I got that 6-week job coming up. That'll be fun. It'll be very challenging, but it'll get me out of this fucking rut, you know. And then I got this 3 or 4 day thing coming up, which is good, you know. In the meantime, it's all this same shit you've been seeing on these videos, where I'm just here in the trailer, you know, talking about interdimensional beings and witches and homeless people and Jewish space lasers and you know, abstinence from drugs and alcohol and rock and roll bands and poverty and the Bible, you know, Jesus, atheism, Buddhism, you name it. I cover everything here. I cover all of it. Yeah. It's all happening here. And if you have any requests, just let me know. Oh, by the way, speaking of requests, let's see. Somebody said something about going over CDs, and I did an hour-long video just talking about music and music I listen to. But I actually have a CD book here that I don't even use anymore. I haven't even opened this CD book for fucking years, dude, and I have it right here. So we'll do this. We'll end the video with this. I'm fulfilling a request. So this is my CD book. We'll look at it. We'll start with the cover. As you can see, there's a sticker of a band I really enjoy very much. That band is called Witch, and I would recommend it. I would personally recommend the band Witch to anybody who's into stoner metal, like Black Sabbath, shit like this, proto metal, you know, like Black Sabbath, Deep Purple. Witch. Now, there's a couple different bands called Witch. This is a proto-metal band called Witch that came out in the mid-90s. The other band called Witch came out in the 60s, and it's like a bunch of black guys. It's kind of like funk, some 60s, 70s funk stuff. This is not that band. This band is a proto-metal band from the 90s called Witch. With members of Dinosaur Jr. are in the band Witch. So, I've opened the first page of my CD book. Let's see what we have. We've got Iron Maiden. This is a live album. Whatever, right? That's Steve Harris. Okay. We've got Nazareth, some old school, going way back, the classics. Nazareth. Faith No More, Angel Dust. Dude, like, that album is amazing. If you know, you know. Radiohead, Kid A, another great album. If you know, you know. Here we have High on Fire, Electric Messiah, which I've been wondering where this album is. My friend did the album art for this band. I was in a band with the guy who did the album art for this. His name's Skinner. I was in his band. Here we have the Mahavishnu Orchestra. Birds of Fire. This is a pirated album because I'm a pirate. I'm a criminal. Okay? This is some fucking metal jazz with what's that guy's name? Pat Metheny, is that his name? That crazy fucking jazz guitar player who shreds. Isn't his name Pat Metheny? He plays guitar on that. We've got Minor Threat, one of the, I would say probably the greatest punk band in history. We've got the you know, everybody knows who Willie Nelson is. You can't never go wrong with Willie Nelson, can you? Then we've got Melt Banana, an insanely chaotic punk band, like noise punk band from Japan, I believe. Magma. If you know who Magma is, you know. Here's some more classics. We got the Boz Scaggs. You know, here's some essential Boz Scaggs. Sean, I doubt any of you would know who this is. Sean is a two-piece metal band. I believe they're from Seattle. And these guys are, you know, like, I mean, this is some insane shit. Sean, the band Sean. It's keyboards and drums. Totally insane shit. I've played shows with the band Sean. Okay? The Allman Brothers, like, dude, I mean, you can't get any better than this. Look at this. I've got the best CD collection in the world. Judas Priest, the best of. I mean, come on. Cheap Trick, greatest hits. All right, the best of ZZ Top. You know, Graveyard, Hinsing Blues. More pirated criminal material, because I'm a criminal. Some more Graveyard, Innocent Decadence. I'm trying to remember why I wrote Innocent Decadent on that. I'm not sure what Graveyard album that is. I'm sorry. Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz. You know, all the greats. Name that album. Come on, name that album. If you don't know what album that is, I'm disappointed in you. You should know. We got some Alice in Chains. Jar of Flies, I believe that is. Damn Yankees. Here's some classic rock. You know, you gotta have classic rock. Mad Season with Lane Staley and members of whatever the other that band is. I don't know. Here's some more Radiohead. Some more. I don't remember the name of this Radiohead album, but I believe it has the song Creep on it. This is the album with the song Creep. Here's some more ZZ Top. You know, you gotta have the classic rock in there. Toto, some 80s. We got some fucking 80s Toto. Blue Cheer. If you know who Blue Cheer is, then you know that you're a cool ass motherfucker. The Melvins, Freak Puke. My friend did the album art for this album. Anyways, whatever, who cares? Creedence Clearwater, as you notice, there's a good amount of rock and roll classics. Kansas, Led Zeppelin, you know, more Led Zeppelin. Queens of the Stone Age. I'm not super impressed with this album, but whatever. Now, here's a great album. And you should know what album that is, right? More classic rock, greatest hits of Kiss. Then we got the Mars Volta, pirated Mars Volta, for all you career criminals out there. Mars Volta, the Bedlam and Goliath. It's got the bass player for Racer X on that album. Okay, I like the albums that have Flea myself. Music from the motion picture Heavy Metal. Megadeth, Rust in Peace. This is actually a shit album because it's the remastered version that came out in 2004. I don't even know why I even still have this. Anyways, Fleetwood Mac, more rock and roll. We got some John Cougar Mellencamp, rock and roll. Here we have Megadeth Greatest Hits. Here's some fucking old school Black Sabbath. Gotta have Black Sabbath. We got Tool. What album is that? I can't remember the name of that album. It came out after, well, whatever. Who cares? More John Cougar Mellencamp. I don't even know why I have the John. Okay, helmet, strap it on. This is essential if you're a metalhead and all that. These guys are like professional jazz player level fucking musicianship. We got the great Metallica, Master of Puppets. You know, can't go wrong there. Here you go. How about some Stormtroopers of Death, motherfucker? Speak English or die. Some more of this cheesy rock and roll shit. More. Oh, this Aerosmith album is pretty decent. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Van Halen. You know, it's some good rock and roll. Is always a good filler. You got to mix it up. This is, oh shit, what's the name of that band? Ruins. Ruins from, they're from the Philippines, I believe. Holy fuck, the bass player on this. Holy shit, you gotta check out Ruins. Here's another Ruins album. This is obviously some pirated shit for all you career criminal enthusiasts. And of course, what are you gonna do without Frank Zappa's Shut Up and Play Your Guitar albums? This is Frank Zappa's Make a Jazz Noise Here. Frank Zappa, Shut Up and Play Your Guitar Some More. And Frank Zappa, Shut Up and Play Your Guitar Some More. 3 Shut Up and Play Your Guitar albums. Some Willie Nelson, Los Lonely Boys. You know, you gotta mix it up. Now we'll get into some grunge. We got some Nirvana In Your Odo, Nirvana Lithium, Nirvana Unplugged, Bread. I like me some Bread. Then you got your Electric Wizard. What album? Oh yeah, Black Mass. You know, Black Mass. Whoa, this CD is totally thrashed. What the fuck? Recycler. I honestly, ZZ Top. Yeah, well, that one's toasty. Alice in Chains Dirt. More Helmet. Size Matters. Great. Helmet's great. That's why you see a lot of Helmet aftertaste. You got Mastodon's album here. I am not sure what the name of that album. Then you got your Tom Petty. You know, the basics, Tom Petty. Faith No More, a double greatest hits album here. Yes, a Yes album. I haven't really listened to that too much, but I love me some Yes, of course. Jimi Hendrix, you know. The Jesus Lizard, if you know, you know. You know? The Bee Gees, of course. You gotta have the Bee Gees. Spinal Tap, here's some Spinal Tap. You know, Bad Company, this fucking cheesy rock and roll, Bruce Springsteen. A lot of this shit, some of these are like, like these CDs I got for work, for my job. You know, Doobie Brothers. Yeah, Doobie Brothers are good. Chicago's great. The Best of the Grateful Dead. Oh man, this is a fucking awesome album, and it looks like this CD is totally thrashed. This is a great album. It's a Fish album called Picture of Nectar. Highly recommend. Here we got Tool's Sober. We got Tool's, what's the name of that album? I can't remember. It's a good album though. Johnny Lee Hooker. some blues. You got the Porno for Pyros, Graveyard, Satan's Finest, Pirated, for all you criminals. Some more pirated Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. We got Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger, Nirvana Bleach, which is, I prefer the Bleach to a lot of other. Oh, Laurel Meets the Obsolete. You gotta check that out. Laurel Meets the Obsolete, yeah. And then there's this mystery album again. I'll tell you what it is. This is Primus, and it's Pork Soda. Here's Primus. What's the name of that album? Shit. Well, I won't be able to remember that. Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats' first album. I mean, if you're not listening to Uncle Acid, what the fuck's wrong with you? Them Crooked Vultures. You got Iron Maiden's Power Slave. Pirated. Some more Blue Cheer. Pirated Blue Cheer. Pirated always sounds best. Then this is, shit, dude. What's the name of that album, or that band? Holy fuck. Fuck, I can't remember the name of that band. I'm sorry, you guys. Down, you got Down. More Black Sabbath greatest hits here. Diary of a Madman. I have a second copy of Power Slave if anybody needs a copy. There's Witch, pirated of course. 38 Special. Some more Electric Wizard, Witch Cult Today. Blind Melon's first album. Yeah, any of you listen to that? There's some great songs on there, I must admit. Dead Meadow, all pirated. Gotta listen to you some Dead Metal. Then last but not least, we've got Sleep's Holy Mountain, of which I'm rocking in this t-shirt I'm wearing right here. Sleep. Sleep's album Holy Mountain. If you know, you know. Anyways, this video is long enough. I just wanted to put everybody's mind at ease that no, I'm not a fucking psychopathic serial killer like on these YouTube videos where you see these. Those are some crazy murder investigation YouTube videos with these people who are just going, they're just killing people and stuff, cutting their eyeballs out and all kinds of fucked up shit, man. So I just wanted to put everybody's mind at ease. Yes, I am crazy. So, proceed with caution. Yes, I'm crazy, so proceed with caution. And, make some videos. Do a video. Stop being a pussy. Drop your balls. Grab your cell phone, turn the camera on, and just start talking some shit. And put a link to your channel or video in my comment section so I can come and troll you and monitor your mentally unstable behavior and your mentally unhealthy thoughts. I will monitor all this for you and give you feedback on my analysis. I'll let you know how well you are adjusting to this maladjusted society. And if you're not adjusting well to this maladjusted society, I will be taking notes and putting in a report. So get busy, you guys.